It's Opal Testor from the Southeast and
Ida Pete from the Northwest, and we're back again because we want to give you some more predictions because we're so good at this.
Yes,
and these are our predictions.
Yes, indeedy. And you know what, Ida? Let's talk about the highly anticipated print shop scene. And
oh, yes.
Yeah, and the reunion. The reunion.
Oh, yes. That's something we've been dreaming about for a long time, that reunion.
Oh, yeah. You know, it's everybody's favorite scene. It's the scene that everybody is looking forward to. And it was such a beautiful scene in the book. You remember that from the book, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was the 15 pages that was worth reading in that book.
Oh, my gosh. It was. I mean, they were so in love. So in love, you know, because...
Yes, they were. They were immediately in love with each other once she found him.
And he said to her, he had burned for her for 20 years. 20 years.
Yes.
Remember that? Okay.
Yes, which is a surprise after the finale of season 2.
Yeah.
If there was any burning going on.
Oh, there wasn't any burning going on the whole season. Are you kidding?
No.
Not a scorch. No. Not a scorch. Not a flicker. Not a spark. I mean, nothing. But, you know, in the book, the sparks were flying in Dragonfly and Amber. Okay.
Yeah, they were, but he had a little bit of trouble putting it in there for a while. He had his minute of indecisiveness what to do with it.
No, I'm talking about the book, Ida. Did you pass go again on me? I'm talking about the book. I'm not talking about season 2.
I'm talking about the book too. I'm talking about the when they got to the bordel.
Wait a minute.
I might have had a little bit much to drink that I'm skipping ahead.
I'm lost here. No, as soon as they got off the dock at Dragonfly and Amber, and they were in that shabby old inn, he went down on Claire. Don't you remember? He was looking up through the wet hair.
Oh, okay. I'm too far ahead of you. Yes, you bet he did. And that was the first thing I expected to see in season 2 was
the show. In season 2, the show. End. Yeah, in season 2, the show.
And doing a little exploration on her and being happy as a soap bubble about being a daddy instead of like season 2 in the series.
Proud as a stallion and just as happy as a soap bubble ready to burst. Yes, indeed. Now we on the Now this is the book. Dragonfly.
I wish that my husband would have said to me, "I'm happy as a stallion, and I'm a little soap bubble."
Okay. So now we're gonna switch on over.
Okay, do some switching. Get that machine going, and we're gonna go all over the place in time.
Absolutely. From Diana's beautiful book, okay, we're going to the show. Now we're on the show, Ida. Take a drink.
Okay, I gotta jot this down. My memory isn't what it used to be. I gotta jot. We're at the show, right?
You got a memory. You got a memory like a steel trap. It's that hot damn 100. I think we're gonna have to switch you back. We're gonna have to switch you back to that Scottish brew. Yeah.
I might have to go to Ginger Ale. You're the one that shipped this stuff to me. My husband said he can use it for his auto parts. It takes grease off of everything.
Well, I was just trying
to chew through anything.
I was just trying to numb you up for the show. You got to be numbed up for that show, I tell you.
Oh, yes. Yeah, you do, because I have anger issues when I've been watching it.
Okay.
My husband said I'm hostile.
Okay, now we're talking about...
After I watch it.
Yes, indeedy. We're talking about the show, okay? The show.
Let it roll.
Season 2. Okay, we're rolling. All righty. All right, so we're talking about the highly anticipated print shop scene. And Ida, I'm fairly alarmed again. Fairly alarmed.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to take another drink. Fairly alarmed.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What are you alarmed about? What are you alarmed about, Opal?
Well, as you know, in the past, okay, and season 2 comes to mind when I think about this. Every time we got all excited about a highly anticipated scene from the book, It just never showed up. It just never
Oh
showed
no,
up.
I had my panties all in a wad when I saw Jamie in the second episode, and he was going balls to the walls with Claire, and it turned out to be Blackjack Randall.
Oh,
I about had heart failure.
now wasn't that fraud? They got us all excited, and then all of a sudden, Blackjack showed up. I mean, how could they do that?
I know.
I tell you, I was just ticked. I was ticked. I'm telling you. Well, anyway, every time we've ever gotten excited, it just never showed up. And remember that highly anticipated hot spring scene from season 1?
Yes.
Okay, that beautiful scene, they eliminated that on purpose so they could bring in PTSD Jamie. I do believe that.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, what a wimp. I mean, they took that guy from a hunk to a wimp.
Ichabod Crane. Like we said before, Ichabod Crane. Look at the leg. The leg action there with the buckles. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Well, okay. Now, that was just taken away from us. Just kaput. All right.
Yes.
And also, weren't we all waiting for the highly anticipated Nettles healing scene? You remember that?
Yes, we were.
Yeah.
Yes, we were. That was some pretty hot stuff going on there.
Oh, yeah. Well, we never got that. We never got that. People were upset. They were talking about it. They were talking it up.
Well, you don't have to have makeup sex in the mountains, and because Jamie wasn't mad because she went to bed with the king. He said, "Yeah, that's fine. You got me out of jail.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't care.
Absolutely.
I don't care if he put his little stump in you.
No
I'm
problem.
good. I'm
No
good.
problem. No problem.
You did what you needed to do."
But you know what? And I realized this, after the whole season played out and we sat through it, and and it was hard to sit through. It was really hard to sit through.
Yes, it was. It was. I walked around a lot.
Yeah, and we made it through. We did with the help of some drinks, and I think you had your pills. Yeah, you had your pills with you. That helped out a lot. But you know what? I've thought about that. They never had make-up sex, and you know why? Because there was no sex. There was no sex at all. There was no sex to make up for. Think about that.
No, every time he's so startled. I mean, he was like a little deer. I mean, as soon as she tried,
deer in the headlights.
To show the honey pot, I mean, he took his blankie and ran in the closet.
Right.
He hid in that closet.
Oh, yeah. Like a deer in the headlights. That look, oh my goodness.
Oh, yeah.
I can still see that look on his face.
Well, it's like when he got hit in the head and he forgot what it was used for. I mean, he forgot what the honey pot was used for.
Oh, yeah, and not only that, but he became a whole different character. I got to tell you, I did not recognize who this guy was. If they hadn't called him Jamie, I wouldn't have known who he was. Now.
No, I thought he was going to drag a trunk around with him. I thought they were going to say Carrot Top, and then he was going to drag his trunk of toys and do a stand-up, down at the tavern at the Warthog Tavern and do his shtick.
Down on the wharf. But, it was just pitiful. These two young people in a new marriage living in a platonic relationship. I mean...
Yes, it was. I was mad about that.
I cried, Ida. I cried because they had such a beautiful relationship in season 1 and a beautiful relationship in the book, book 2, Dragonfly and Amber. Now, remember, we're talking about the show, so I don't want to confuse you there, but...
Oh, no. I know I'm a little confused because many times the neighbors have come into my house. My wig's been askew. My dress is up over my head.
Oh, yeah.
I've been so mad watching that TV show. I drank and took too many pills and passed out.
Okay. But you know what? I was thinking, wait a minute, Ida. Just wait a minute. Hold on to your drink. You got your drink? I'm going to have another one. Okay.
Always.
Oh, I'm almost forgetting. But we did have that blue light special. You remember the blue light special.
Oh, yeah. Who can forget about the blue light special?
Woo-hoo! I mean, what a scene. Oh, you remember that.
30 seconds to come over to the blue light special. Mm-hmm. You got 30 seconds to get the special.
Attention, Kmart shoppers. Blue light special in the alcove. In the alcove.
Yes.
Yes, indeedy. All righty. Come find me, Jamie. Come find me, come find me, come find me. I mean, what a beautiful scene that was, wasn't it? Come find me.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
yeah.
My goodness.
She jumped on top of him. He looked like he had something bitter in his mouth, and he didn't want to do anything.
Oh, yeah. I mean, really, he had a look of horror on his face, of horror, as usual, you know.
Yeah, she was like a sumo wrestler, just jumped right on top of it and wrenched his head up.
Right. And she said, come find me. Well, you know, Jamie never did find her. Never did find her, and that look of horror took over. But you know what old Claire did? When he looked at her with that face, and he had a look of horror on his face, just pure horror. She just...
Horror.
Yeah.
Horror.
Horror.
Well, we say it horror up here.
Well, we're from the South. We say horror. Well, horror, well, whatever. Okay, but you know what she... Horror. You know what she did when he had that look of horror on his face? She just grabbed a hold of his head and just held it as tight as she could to her chest. And he couldn't even move. And you know, he barely made it through the motions. It was
I know. She pried open his mouth. Says, "Come on, Jamie, damn it."
I mean, it was pitiful. Just pitiful. I mean, it just upsets me so. I'm going to have another drink.
Oh, yeah, that was the highlight of the sex scenes, except for that rut in the dirt at the end.
That was not the highlight. That was the only sex scene, and I'm not going to call that rut in the dirt a sex scene because they did it with their clothes on. That was a dry hump.
Yes.
Hump. Okay. Now.
Yeah, all those layers bouncing up and down like Fraggle Rock.
No, and that time Claire looked at him. She looked at him with a look of horror when he was doing it, you know. So they tit for tat there.
You know, I think his wig was slipping all over the place. I think that's why he was having so much trouble. One hand on the wig to try and keep it in place, and one trying to ruck up her dress.
Well, that could have been. Okay, so alrighty. Now let's go on to season 3 and our prediction. Okay, because now we've set the tone. We have set the tone. All right. Now, here we go. Are you ready? You got your drink? Here we go. Let's go. All righty. Well, after Claire makes it through the stones and walks through that A. Malcolm printer shop door, and she's got on her 20th century store-bought zip-up the back dress. And she did that for easy, you know, she figured they're going to get along and he's going to have an easy time. Hell with those laces and everything.
Oh, yeah.
They're just going to zip that right on down.
No underwear.
No, she was ready. After 20 years, are you kidding? She was ready.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
She needed a good washing, just like Frank did. She needed a good washing, so no underwear.
No. Okay, and the first thing she eyes is Jamie just bent over that printer. And you know what? She knew it was him in a flash. And you want to know why?
Well, he had that carved oak bottom.
Oh, his backside. His backside hadn't changed a bit. It was, hard.
No droop. No droop in the poop.
Hard as seasoned oak wood. Yes, indeedy. Oh, yes. Who could forget that backside? I know that was the most beautiful backside I think I'd ever seen. You know?
Oh, yeah.
The
wedding night. And it's not supposed to change. Not in 20 years.
No, not in 20 years. Was that computer generated or was that a real backside? I think it was real.
I don't know. Well, he's supposed to be hard baked. I think it probably tightened up a little more. He didn't have the the kitty fat on his butt.
Right. It was baked to a hard finish. No more baby fat, just baked to a hard finish. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, indeed. And she couldn't forget that backside.